welcome to another episode of my Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty. And today we got a lesser matchup after a string of better ones here, as we will be taking on UMASS. This UMass team is sitting at 2-8 on the season. They are an independent. We'll take a quick look at them, and we will jump into this game. Obviously, should be a game where we get to play a lot of our, backups. Kind of talk about. I think it'll be a good opportunity. I've done some practices with what I'm expecting to be the starting offense, at least for sure, next year, and so hopefully we get out big and get these guys in, and we can talk about that. But UMass again at 2-8, they lost a whole lot of games here to start off. Their two wins have been against Liberty last week and against FCS East. But see, they pretty much got beat up by Eastern Michigan, lost to Toledo, lost to Buffalo, did lose to the Pandas, lost to Miami, lost to Northern Illinois, lost to Missouri in a fairly close game, and then lost to Mississippi State um, around those two wins. So, not a great team. Looking at this roster, this would be, of course, they're always a very popular rebuild team when it comes to these college football games. But we'll take a look at the roster. They do have at least one interesting wide receiver that used to be, at one time was a four-star prospect that I'd noticed starting for them. But yeah, we'll start off here at quarterback. Got Tyson Famanak, good athlete, senior, a decent arm, a little limited, under pressure and a little not the best deep ball thrower, but in the kind of read option, speed option, short area pass game, that kind of thing. He's not a bad quarterback at all when it comes to that. Got Jackson Paradis behind him at running back. We got Jalen John, and we got Cookie Desiderio. Um, there's the main three running backs. At wide receiver, they have Frank Latson Jr. This is the four-star from Miami, Florida I was talking about. I can't remember exactly where he ended up to begin his career. And I'll actually start looking that up as let's see, where Latson played originally. But behind him, we have Sterling Galbin, Keyshawn Brown, Anthony Simpson, and Sam Staruk as their main five wide receivers there. And Frank Latson has actually played for the Clemson Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes throughout his collegiate career before ending up here at UMass. Tight end, we have Dominique Mazzotti, Jalen Lay, and Matt Smith as their big three. Offensive line's got decent starters, but not a whole lot of depth behind them. Got Braden Rom here at left tackle, okay player. Wyatt Turlock is actually injured, so I would imagine it will be Peyton Miller, redshirt freshman, starting for them. Not a great player there. At center, we have Josh Atwood, Paul Ticcio here at right guard, and you have Ethan Mottinger at right tackle. So the starters are not just awful, but the backups in a lot of these spots are not great. On defense, they have Zakudo Egwanagu at left end and Luis Julian behind him. We have Jalen Hudson at the other right end spot with Anthony Johnson. One of them will be the starter. I'm assuming it's Hudson. At defensive tackle, you have Etanizo Rubin, Aaron Beckwith, and Tim Grant Randall, and Tyler Watson, who's kind of the same overall. So the defensive line is not terrible either, really and truly. There's just not any standout players, I guess, is the big problem. Outside linebacker here, they have Tyler Martin and Donovan Dyson. Okay athletes, nothing special. I mean, their best athlete here is actually this freshman Jeremy Hommiller, but he is a very low overall with a very low awareness. So maybe somebody they can build around in the future. That linebacker spot could eventually get into this mid-70s, I would think. Jalen Stewart, a middle linebacker with Darian Craig behind him. have Gerald Johnson and Miles Turner at their right outside linebacker. So again, it's just a lot of solid players. As we get to the cornerback room, it's Lake Ellis, good size, pretty good overall. He's an impact player on that side. Isaiah Rutherford, not very fast, but is a decent cover guy. Will probably end up being playing for them in the slot, I would guess. Steven Ortiz is their third cornerback. Ryan Barnes, the fourth, and Jared Cameron is their fifth corner. It's not a terrible cornerback room, just not a whole lot of standouts. Tyler Rudolph is a pretty solid free safety here. Good athlete, good play rec, decent zone coverage guy. He does have good hands. And he's a pretty good tackler. At strong safety, we got Tayrai Powell. Behind him, we got Deshaun Watson. And I think I forgot to bring it up, but Will Conrath is the backup free safety. And the kicker, they have Riley Moore. Punter, they have CJ Kaladizzi. So yeah, again, I think this will be an opportunity to kind of see the rest of the Georgia offense, and I'll hopefully get to speak a little bit on what I'm kind of expecting from this offense moving forward. But something I noticed after I got off last week, Jalen Walker is now up to second for Player of the Year, the award here, but he's also second on the Heisman list. Jalen Walker's had a outstanding season. I think to start the year, it was definitely more of the Christian Miller leading his way on the defense, but Walker has had just a really strong second half as we've gotten deeper into SEC play and have now finished up SEC play for the regular season. But he's been an outstanding player. Very excited to see him take that jump. Head coach of the year, we got Coach Brown, has gone from not being on the watch list until all of a sudden, up to number 7. Best quarterback, Carson Beck, despite the passing yards and touchdowns, is not up here. I'm guessing it's the turnovers and maybe lack of rushing, as a lot of these guys do bring more than he does. All of them do. Defensive player of the year, looks like it's going to be a dog. Right now, it's obviously a heavy lean towards Walker. Defensive back looks like it's probably going to be a dog as well. Dalen Everett had that incredible start to the year with 4 picks and 3 pick sixes over like the first month of the season. Running back Trevor Etienne has taken a large jump over the past couple of weeks. Is now up to second. Would certainly like to see him make a move, but Trevion Henderson is having a very good season there for the Buckeyes. Wide receiver, don't have anybody there. Lombardi, we do have Kristen Miller. The Carson Beck is now up for the Unitas Golden Arm Award for the best senior quarterback. Has definitely made a late push getting up into that. Kristen Miller for defensive end. Tate Ratliff looking like the best interior lineman. Oscar Delp, best tight end. Nobody on the Broyles Award. Best linebacker. Obviously looks like it is going to be a dog, barring Harold Perkins really having a fantastic finish here. Best center, Jared Wilson, is currently second behind Parker Brailsford from Alabama. We have nobody up for the Groza. Woodring missed too many kicks, or I missed too many kicks with Woodring at the beginning of the year. Thorson is now up to, he's on the list. Thorson has been excellent. We just don't punt a whole lot. And Anthony Evans has led this returner all the way. I just kind of wanted to go over that and just to show you guys the Heisman watch. See Jalen there at second. Right now, we're the projected number 2 for the CFP bracket, despite being ranked number 4, just because we have played all of our conference games. So right now, that's got us above Oklahoma, who is currently ahead of us in the rankings. But yeah, we'll get this thing rolling, playing on the UMASS Minutemen. UMass is definitely a team that I think, maybe heading into the next year's game, maybe the type of team I'd want to jump on and do a rebuild dynasty here on YouTube. But yeah, Georgia, Athens, hosting the Minutemen, and Georgia obviously has gotten on a roll since the loss to Texas. I think we've been playing our best ball since that stretch. I've gotten into rhythm with the offense. Beck has been really solid. The run game has gotten going full tilt. And, excited for a chance here to hopefully get the younger guys, a chance to play today. And I know Coach Brown has spoken about that plenty. But, yeah, we will get this game started in Georgia with the big talent advantage. We'll start off with the ball. As we do get a return here. It's Jackson on the return. Not really expecting him to be back there. Looks like his jersey number has changed as well. Yeah, they highlight Dominique Lovett. I've kind of messed around with some of the, the depth chart. And I did a little test to see whether or not they had gotten the uniform glitch patch. I think that's why Dan Jackson is now number 13. Trevor Etienne goes around the right side for a gain of 7 on the first play of the game. But that's why Dan Jackson's number has changed to that. Just wanted to kind of point that out to you guys. Beck again with a run up the middle, a gain of 2 there for Trevor Etienne. It is now a 3rd down to start this off. Let's see what Georgia decides to do. They go 5 wide here with a 3rd down. Send Lovett in motion. It's going to be a screen to Oscar Delp. Delp runs into his own lineman, is able to get through him, though, and easily gets the 1st down. That could have been a real explosive play. Bit of a hiccup there. But Georgia does get the 1st down. It's now a 3 wide receiver set out of the shotgun. Beck, Etienne to his left. Send Dominique Lovett in motion, and it is a touch pass to Lovett. Lovett's got plenty of speed to take advantage of this defense. Tries to spin around the guy, and that's going to be a fumble, and UMass is going to have the ball in Georgia territory right at the 40 to 41 yard line. Lovett, that ball just got stripped from him on his way down. See if they'll maybe show me a replay. I think the bait trying to challenge it, but that looked like a let's take a look. Certainly looked like he fumbled that before he went down. Nope, it looks like he was actually down. So we will challenge that. Yep, it looks like he was down. And Georgia does come back out with the ball. Let's see. Georgia tries to do here. They come out in this 3 wide receiver set again. Anthony Evans down to the right. Got Bell out to his left. He's going to dump that off to Lovett. Lovett gets a block from Etienne. Lovett gets the ball in his hands immediately again. Gets a nice play there. Gain of about 30 roughly on that one. About 25, I guess. They come out with a 3 wide receiver set again. Etienne in the backfield with Beck. It's a handoff to Etienne. Etienne, really hard-nosed run there. Falls forward, a gain of 7. Georgia's offense off to a quick start in this one. Got of course, the 3 wide set again. Sends Lovett in motion. He fakes the handoff. Oh, he tried to get out to Oscar Delp. Not really the best read there from Beck. Let's see what Georgia decides to do here. Got a bunch set to his left. Etienne to his left as well. They send Evans in motion. They do get the ball out to Anthony Evans. Evans only a gain of 2 there. It's a 4th down. Georgia is going to attempt a field goal here. That kick is up, and the kick is just a little bit to the left. Woodring has struggled from distance. As a real note, I have struggled from distance. I probably need to just practice before we get to the hopefully the playoff games. We got Famanok comes out. He hands it off on the first play of the game to Paradis, who gains 2 before being wrapped up. It's a 3 wide set here for the Minutemen. He takes it, he throws it wide all the way across the field. Nice throw from Famanok there. And it goes for a 1st down. Famanok again, Paradis in the backfield, sends Paradis out in motion. That's a deep pass over the middle. Dalen Everett goes for the interception and misses it. And the Minutemen are on the board first with a touchdown from Sterling Galvin. down the field. Everett got beat in covers. The safety was not deep enough over the top. Everett goes for the interception on something he could have picked off, but he missed it. And Fominac finds Galvin deep down the field, and the Minutemen are actually leading in Athens, Georgia, 7-0. Georgia now looking to return the kick here again. Have Arian Smith back to take this one. Arian Smith is going to immediately tie the game. The speedy senior got an easy crease and finds the end zone. Excuse me, I have the wrong player to who is number 13 as I talked about earlier. Arian Smith with the kickoff return touchdown to immediately tie it and give Georgia their momentum back. Let's take a look at who my kick returns are right now. It's been Anthony Evans. Michael Jackson, excuse me, I messed that all up. We'll go back and put Anthony Evans there, punt returner too. A lot of my depth chart got reset for whatever reason. I had to go back and adjust some things. But sorry, that was Michael Jackson actually on the opening kickoff. But Arian Smith, big touchdown return there. He's had a couple where he has almost broken them. I know he almost took one back against Clemson, got really close. Yeah, that's the first return touchdown for him on the year. It will not let me skip. There we go. Woodring puts it up, puts it through. Georgia has tied the game now, 7-7. A lot of things have not worked out for Arian Smith in his Georgia career, but he has got plenty of big plays. That's just another one to add to the list. As the kickoff is touchdown by Keyshawn Brown. The Fominac and the UMASS Minutemen come out again under center this time in a two tight end set. That's a nice run to the outside. Malachi Starks tries to wrap him up, but that is a first down run for Paradis. Is able to get out wide of the Georgia defense. This is a run. Smile Mondin and Michael Williams are able to meet Desiderio there. Gained a nothing, maybe gained an inch or two. It is another carry. Gets hit hard by Raylan Wilson and Kristen Miller. That was Paradis back out there on that carry. It is a 3rd and 6. Georgia trying to get off the field after a less than stellar stop from the defense on the last drive, and that is a completion from Fominac over to Frank Latson Jr., again, the former Clemson Tiger and Miami Hurricane. This is another run to Paradis. He gets wrapped up by Mondin there after being initially met by Raylan Wilson. Paradis again in the backfield with Fominac. It is a carry to Paradis again. He gets ate up there by Warren Brinson. It is a gain of 3, though. Makes it a 3rd and 7. Let's see what Georgia can do defensively here. It's a draw play, and it's a really good setup for Cookie Desiderio. He gets a first down on the draw. Linebacker just out of position there and good blocking up front. Desiderio shows off a little bit of burst there on that play. This is now a carry to Paradis. Raylan Wilson kind of got fumbling around on his feet there. The Minutemen are able to take advantage of the gain of 9. We got Desiderio out there again now with Fominac on a 2nd and 1. This is going to be another draw. Desiderio gets the first down. UMass having, I'm going to be honest, having their way right now against this Georgia defense. Fominac sends his man in motion. He gets hit as soon as he tries to throw the ball away. I believe it was Michael Williams on the hit. 2 wide, 2 tight ends. This is going to be a stretch play, and that's going to get met in the backfield. Dalen Everett, who made the who gave up the big touchdown, does get a tackle in the backfield there. And they draw up a screen. Desiderio able to make Raylan Wilson miss, but Aguero does make the tackle in the open field, a 4th and 6. UMass trying to take the lead for the second time today with a field goal here from Riley Moore. Kick is up. Kick is good. He sneaks it in on the right side. And Georgia's now, assuming Anthony Evans does not take this kick back, Georgia will be out on the field for their second time on offense. Evans takes that up to right at the 20-yard line. Beck comes out, full wide receiver set. Takes the snap. He's going to give Anthony Evans a chance on the go ball. And Evans not able to bring it down. Quarterback really ran with him stride for stride there. Anthony Evans, one of the fastest players in all of college football. Georgia comes out 3 wide and a tight end. Send ETN in motion. They dump the ball to ETN, but not a great throw. He is tackled in the backfield. This Georgia offense is off to not a great start, to say the least here. Let's see what they can do here. 5 wide set. Tries to throw that ball out there. You're going to get a penalty. Might be pass interference. And it is pass interference on the UMass defense. Georgia will thankfully get a first down. Georgia got to get their offense rolling. This is certainly a less than stellar start. They now come out under center. And it's just a straight carry to ETN. He tries to get up the field. Does gain like 7. If he gets a little bit, not that it was a bad block. If he gets any more of a block there on that play, he might still be running. Georgia comes out under center again. They fake the handoff. He gets it out to Urasek, but Urasek going to get tackled probably for a loss there. Takes it a 3rd and 3. They had a guy coming off the edge. And Beck not able to get his best throw off there. Georgia again facing a 3rd down. This is going to be an easy dump off to Evans. Evans able to make a couple of defenders miss. Gets up, and that is going to be a first down for the Georgia offense. Beck takes the snap, dumps that over to ETN. ETN gets no blocking, gets tackled for just a gain of 1 there on the screen. Georgia's offense, again, definitely struggling here early on. Got a 3 wide set with Delp in the slot. Seeing ETN in motion. We get that ball to Anthony Evans, who does catch it, a gain of 8 there. Georgia again facing a 3rd down. Sends ETN in motion again. That's going to be a catch by Delp. Make sure he makes the catch. Going down. Again, they're trying to spread out this defense. That's going to be a catch over to Delp. We do have a flag on the play, though. It's going to be another pass interference on the defense. We're just going to decline that because I think that's kind of a funky look there. But Georgia comes out again. ETN in the backfield with Beck. ETN does get the carry, gets up the field. Gain of 4 there. Let's see what Georgia decides to do. It's a 2nd and 6. You got Roderick Robinson out here for the first time in this game, and that will actually end the first quarter. Georgia trailing the Minutemen 10-7 at the end of 1. Been a very slow start for the Georgia offense. They did have Arian Smith with the kickoff return touchdown. It's been a worse start for the Georgia defense as they have given up scoring drives on the 2 possessions that UMass has had. We will come out here to start the second quarter. ETN beside Beck. It is a carry to ETN. He gets some running room up the middle. Really nice run. Good blocking. Gets it down to the 3-yard line. See if Georgia put some points on the board here. A bunch set to Beck's right. ETN to his left. Sends Evans in motion. That's going to be a handoff. ETN gets wrapped up in the backfield. Loss of about 4 there as he tried to bounce that one outside. UMass is making some plays, there's no doubt. Georgia with 3 wide set to the left. ETN also to Beck's left. And Evans in motion. He's going to get that one out to Evans. Evans able to spin around. He's going to get tackled at about the 1-yard line, though. Georgia trying to finish off this drive with a score. Beck calls up an audible. He's going to just hand it off to ETN. ETN changes field and gets into the end zone and gives Georgia their first lead of the day here early in the second quarter. ETN with the touchdown. Beck didn't like the look for whatever play they had. Ends up just handing it off to ETN, and ETN takes advantage of it and scores a touchdown. Woodring pushed the kick through. Georgia now at 14-10, again their first lead of the day against this UMass Minutemen team. Had the missed field goal on the first drive from Peyton Woodring. Ooh, and that is a hard tackle by Raylan Wilson, and the Minutemen will start off with the ball at their own 13. Faminat comes out in 12 personnel. That is another run to Paradis. Paradis, really nice move there. Runs it. Gain of about 15 on that. Again, come out in 12 personnel. Paradis in the backfield. It's a play action to Paradis. Throws that out to Latson. That was Faminat. Faminat's been near perfect this game. Got the 2 tight ends set out here again. It's going to be a run this time. He breaks the tackle. Does end up being tackled by, I believe, Michael Williams on that. 3rd and 6. Come out with 3 wide for the first time in this series. Oh, and Paradis just able. Faminat gets the throw right past Raylan Wilson there. Ball was almost picked off, but a heck of a play. We see Jalen John for the first time in the backfield. Faminat gets the pass out for a completion on first down, a gain of 6 there. That was to Keyshawn Brown. Paradis in the backfield with Faminat again. That's a pass out. Latson. Latson's going to score. And UMass is just making plays on offense. I mean, they just are. Georgia is just not making the plays. They've been close on maybe a couple of interceptions, but UMass is really just having their way, and they're up again on this Georgia Bulldogs team. Anthony Evans trying to take the kick, gets it out to about the 17 before he is wrapped up and taken back. Got a 3 wide set with Delp in the slot. Beck takes the snap. He's going to try to loft this one to Anthony Evans. Evans drops it on the deep ball. Hell of a throw there. Carson Beck, but all for naught. Beck takes the snap. He's going to get that ball to Anthony Evans. Evans catches this one. Evans shows off the speed, gets a first down on the short catch. Already 5 receptions for him. Only 42 yards to show for it, though. Georgia comes out under center. It's a run to ETN. ETN's able to get the field, gets a block. He jukes his way inside. Gets a big run there. They come out again under center. It is a handoff. He's going to get the ball to Urasek. Urasek does catch it in traffic for a gain of 6. Georgia kind of having to throw everything but the kitchen sink here. They've got to figure out something more importantly on defense, but right now the offense trying to take a lead. He's going to get that ball to Delp. Delp catches it, does not get the first down there. Georgia comes out in the same formation, ETN to Beck's right. It is a carry for ETN, who gets up the field, barely gets the first down there. Kind of got hemmed up in traffic. Beck, Roger Robinson beside him. Sends Robinson in motion. This is a catch over to Delp. Delp catches it, breaks a tackle. Gain of 9 on that play. ETN now comes back out there. Beck gives him a handoff. Rattlers gets a good block up the middle. ETN is out. ETN is going to score a touchdown to again give Georgia the lead. ETN, big run there. Woodring can get the kick. ETN out to 89 yards. If Woodring can make the kick, it'll be a 21-17 lead. And it is up, and it is good. And Georgia figures something out on defense. UMass has had 3 drives, and they have scored on each of them 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Keyshawn Brown tries to take that kick up. It does get brought down prior to the 20. All right. Bomanak in the backfield. It's a drop back pass. He throws that one wide. Calling that incomplete on the pass to Keyshawn Brown. And they do a quick review on that, and they do say it's a completion with Cookie Desiderio beside Bomanak. It is a run to him. Mondin unable to break that up. And Cookie goes for a first down run there. Georgia's having a fit with the draws today. Sends Paradis in motion. Tried to throw that one down the field. It is completed. Keyshawn Brown, Bomanak, is having no problems in this game so far. Georgia has just not had a real answer for him. This is a carry to Paradis. Gets a gain of 8 there. Georgia really has got to find a defensive stop. This is another carry to Cookie. Michael Williams wraps him up for a 3-yard loss, though. Never got a hand on him. Along that offensive line, it's now a 5-wide set. Bomanak going to take it, and he is going to scramble for a first down. Michael Williams now dealing with an injury after that play. 3rd and 11, Bomanak scrambles. Georgia just can't get off the field. They cannot get off the field against this UMass team. That is another just excellent throw from Bomanak over to Anthony Simpson, who gets waylaid by Malachi Starks, but it's all for naught. It's a first down. All right. That's just a pass over the middle. The guy's just open. It's a touchdown. Dominique Mazzotti, UMass, has scored on all 4 offensive possessions against this Georgia Bulldogs defense. They just have no answers. That is also going to be a roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That ball is going to get kicked out of bounds. Anthony Evans with no chance to catch it. Georgia. Plenty of time. 2 timeouts here. No reason to be in a real rush. Beck takes the snap. Beck now is going to scramble. Going to get a first down and duck out of bounds. Nice scramble from Beck. He's had a couple of those throughout the year. We are now at the 2-minute warning. That is a screen pass. This time, Etienne does get blocking. Spins around 2 guys. Tries to spin away again. Gets it past the 40 for the Minutemen. Let's see what Georgia wants to do here on this play. Beck takes the snap. Going to get a nice, excellent throw to Bell there down the field on the deep end. Beck with a hellacious throw there to get his guy the ball. This is now, again, going to go to Bell underneath on the drag. Bell's going to take you up to the 2-yard line. Beck sends Etienne in motion. That's going to be a touchdown to Dominique Lovett, Georgia. Georgia's offense has done just fine today, maybe a little spotty in parts. Georgia's offense has not been the problem. They scored there from 75 yards out in 5 plays. All passing plays, though one is technically a Beck scramble. Keyshawn Brown takes the kickoff, and he's got a seam, but does finally get wrapped up right as he is about to break through. It's 28 to 24. And UMass starts off with the ball in the second half. Raylan Wilson able to tackle Mazzotti there. Essentially just a play back to the line of scrimmage. Fominok tries to hurry it up. A minute left in the first half. Fominok, and really, I thought he found a throw there, but it's knocked away by Ellis Robinson. 3rd down. Georgia would love to get a stop here. That's going to be, that ball is caught again. Keyshawn Brown through the contact. Malachi Starks waylaid him on that play, but he catches it for a first down. Georgia they can't get off the field. This is going to be a screen pass. He gets hit by Christian Miller right as he is about to release it. Georgia can't get off the field. They cannot get off the field against this UMass team. Fominok. It's going to be another second screen in a row. This one out to Cookie. Going to make it a 3rd and 5. That ball is going to be completed again to Frank Latson. Now Mondin is hurt. Georgia right now can't find a stop defensively. They just can't. Fominok in the backfield with Paradis. That ball is completed, goes out of bounds, does Keyshawn Brown. 40 seconds left here. Georgia's not getting enough pressure, and Fominok he's playing out of his mind. That's a pass completion to Galban there. That ball is up in the air. Georgia unable to get anybody over there to try and pick that one off. I think Georgia's starting to get a little antsy here. That's a completion over the middle. He is tackled down very quickly. It's a 3rd and 6. That ball is picked off. Stroh Bowles able to get deep. Georgia finally gets a defensive stop, and it comes in the red zone thanks to an interception. Back comes out in the empty. He's going to pass. That one is incomplete. That ball almost got intercepted. Beck takes the snap. He's just going to quickly get that to Oscar Delp. That'll be a first down. Georgia's just trying to get a one-on-one deep shot, it seems like. Of course, UMass is doing what they should do and backing everybody off. Look at how deep their safeties are playing. I think Georgia is just going to run this one out. Here's a carry to Etienne. Etienne, spin move there. Tries to spin again. Almost gets to the century mark in the first half, but Georgia is just surviving right now in this game against UMass. Almanac already at 271 yards through the air in the first half. This is the long touchdown from Etienne there. Able to break the angle of that safety and then has plenty of juice there to score on the back end. Let's see what this is. This is the, Everett almost picks that ball off on a Galbon touchdown to get things started. And again, Georgia has to kick off. They are fighting for their lives in this one on defense. Thorson kicks it away. It is going to be taken down for a knee. UMass starts off the ball at the 25-yard line. Almanac, 4 wide set. So run to Paradis. He gets wrapped up in the backfield by about 27 Georgia Bulldogs there on a gain of 1. That ball is picked off. Jonell Aguero. Touchdown. The first mistake, the first true mistake for Almanac. He did throw an interception in the red zone. That was more of an outstanding play by Tro Bowles. But this one, Jonell Aguero jumps the route on a ball that should have never been thrown, takes advantage of it, picks it off, and takes it back to the house. Now Georgia, it took a couple of snaps into the third quarter, but they finally have a 2-possession lead here against UMass. Woodring's kick is up and the kick is good. Whew. Been a tough game for Georgia defensively. They've now got interceptions on the last 2 pass attempts for Almanac, hopefully giving them the momentum that they need as UMass. Again with the touchback there. Almanac comes out again. A 4 wide set. That's going to be a nice RPO action. Gets it up to his tight end Mazzotti for a first down. And of about 15 on that play. It's going to be a handoff to Paradis. He does get wrapped up. Just a gain of 1 on that play. Georgia now just trying to play sound defense. It's a setup for a screen. Mondin able to get out there to Cookie Desiderio, but he does gain. Makes it a 3rd and 3. Really nice play by Cookie to be able to run through traffic there. 2 tight end set, and they do not run it. Instead, they pass it. Get it to Jalen Lay, the backup tight end. One of the drags that Georgia has used so much this year for the completion and a first down. Michael Williams blows that one up in the backfield as they hand it off to Desiderio. Georgia trying desperately to get some stops here. 2nd and 13. That's going to be a pass to Tayshawn Brown over the middle. Makes it a 3rd and 4. Raylan Wilson with lining up over center. They're going to duck that ball off, and it is caught, but it will be a 4th and 2. And UMass is going to punt it for the first time today with 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. And Georgia fans give the bit of a sarcastic cheer there for their defense. Beck in the backfield sends Etienne in motion. He gets it out to Etienne. Etienne able to get some space, breaks the tackle, tries to slide forward there for a gain of 9 on that play. It's just going to be a run to Etienne. Etienne does get the first down there and gets over the century mark. Again, Georgia is under center. Beck takes the snap, dump that off to Bell, who gets tackled immediately, just to gain a 3 there on that play. Beck got hit quick on that one. Three wide receiver set here. Beck sends Lovett in motion, and it is a touch pass to Lovett. Lovett able to outrun that defender. Jukes his way inside, gets a first down on that play. Lovett, of course, does have the touchdown earlier in this one, the only passing touchdown for Beck so far. This is now a handoff to Etienne. Etienne trying to run up the field, gain of about 4 there. Ran into his blocker a little bit. Beck with Roderick Robinson in the backfield. Send Dominic Lovett in motion. Beck gets that out to Delp on the RPO. Really nice play design there, and it's going to be a first down for Georgia. A gain of 7 on that play. Georgia hasn't been quite as RPO heavy so far in this one as they were. That's a pass out to Delp again. That time he is wrapped up. Back-to-back RPOs out there to him. See what Georgia decides to do here. Got Delp to the left by himself, a 3 wide receiver bunch on the right side. Branson Robinson. Branson takes the carry. He's going to try to get up the field, and Branson Robinson fumbles, and UMass recovers the ball. And UMass have the ball in pretty good field position here at about their own 40. Branson Robinson on the fumble. Not really even that big of a hit. That's an RPO, and that ball is knocked away by Jalen Walker actually in coverage. Faminat in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back. It is a pass over. It is completed. Julian Humphrey on the tackle there. Completion goes to Frank Latson for a gain of 4. It's going to be a run, and they are stopped, and UMass is going to have to punt again after the turnover. Georgia's still up 35-24. Struggling in this one. That's almost a roughing the punter. Anthony Evans, he's going to catch it. He's going to try to make a play. Anthony Evans breaks the tackle. He tries to break back outside. Does take it up to about the 30. Officially at the 39. Georgia comes out in the bunch, 2 tight end set. Beck takes the snap, gets it out to Delp. Delp with some grass in front of him. Gets that one up almost to midfield, tackled out at the 48-yard line. Beck takes the snap here. He's going to dump that off to Lovett. Lovett gains about 8. Going to make it a 2nd and 2. That's going to be a handoff to Etienne. Etienne runs through the first tackler, gets knocked down, does get the first down yardage needed. Beck takes the snap, hands it off to ETN. ETN, oh, he tries to outrun the defender, but he's tackled there by Tyler Rudolph in space. Good play from the safety. Beck, 3 wide receiver set, takes the snap. He's going to try to loft that ball. I think he's got Anthony Evans this time. Anthony Evans does catch it for a Georgia touchdown. They're able to extend their lead. Finally, they took the deep shot to Evans earlier in the game, and it went through Evans' hands. That time, Evans able to get the coverage and gets past his man. Beck finds the speedster down the field for a score. Anthony Evans has been very heavily involved in this game. Woodring kick is up, kick is good. It is now 42-24 Georgia. That one is going to be taken for a touchback there on the Thorson kickoff. Again, the shotgun look here for Fominac. That ball almost intercepted, but Monda does knock it away. There was a mean blow there to Anthony Simpson. Fominac again in the shotgun. It is going to be a handoff. Pretty solid gain there from Paradis. Gain of 4 before he gets wrapped up by a host of Bulldogs. Shotgun set again here. Georgia trying to get off the field. He's going to dump it out. He's able to break the tackle of Ellis Robinson, but Mondin and Malachi Starks do tackle Paradis before he can get to the first down marker. And Georgia now with like their fourth or fifth straight defensive stop, counting the 2 interceptions. I think it's now the 3rd punt in a row. Anthony Evans calls the fair catch. It was a rough first half, but Georgia seems to be playing with a little bit of momentum now for the first time today. Beck hands it off deep to ETN. ETN breaks the first tackle, gets up, makes it a 2nd and inches. Beck now comes out in a 3 wide receiver set. Sends Anthony Evans in motion. Beck takes the snap. He's going to dump that off to ETN off the halfback screen. Gets a little block. ETN able to bounce it back outside now, trying to spin his way through this defense. Gets it past midfield. Beck takes the snap. He's going to get that out to Lovett. Lovett's got plenty of green grass. Lovett spins past 2 defenders. Lovett still going, gets it up to about the 25-yard line. Georgia's offense now in rhythm against this UMASS defense. Gets that out to Anthony Evans. Evans gets a little bit of a block, but unable to get through the hole there to gain a 2 on that play. See what Georgia decides to do here. It's a 2nd and 8. Got Branson Robinson in the backfield. It's a deep draw. Branson unable to go anywhere. Actually loses a yard there on that play. Beck takes the snap. He's going to get sacked, and Georgia's going to have to kick a field goal here, or at least attempt it. And we now leave the 3rd quarter. Georgia up 42-24. Again, Georgia ranked number 4 coming into this one. This is one of their, more disappointing performances when you look at the first half, but the Georgia team was much better there in the 3rd quarter. Woodring's kick is up, and the kick is good. Barely getting it in the right uprights. 45 to 24. Dawgs Thorson kicks it away. A bit of a shorter kick here as Kayshawn Brown can get a chance to return it. It actually works out for Georgia as he only gets up to the 21-yard line there before he is brought down. Pomenac in the shotgun, takes the snap. That ball is knocked away. Excellent play from Malachi Starks. That was a good throw by Pomenac. Georgia is just able to get that ball knocked away. Gets that pass out to Frank Latson. Humphrey on the tackle in the open field, but it does fall forward for a first down. That's a pass out wide again to Keyshawn Brown. Pomenac has made a living with Keyshawn out there on those short outs, but he's having to throw them all the way across the field. Pomenac, 4 wide set. Takes the snap, and that ball is picked off by Smile Mondin. And a Georgia score here, I think, will put this game certainly on ice. It is a handoff. ETN with a decent hole there, gains 5. Now a 2nd and 5 here. Georgia lines up. Beck in the shotgun. ETN to his left. He does get that ball to ETN. Not the best pass in the world from Beck, but he does gain 3 there on that play. Let's see what Georgia decides to do here. Beck takes the snap. He's going to get sacked on the 3rd down play. A 55-yard field goal attempt is what this would be for Georgia. Woodring, I don't know if he got enough leg on that. He did, though. 55 yards out. Woodring's biggest kick of the year. Georgia is able to extend their lead with a field goal. After the Smile Mondin interception, their 3rd pick of the day off of Pomenac. Kayshawn Brown up with a decent little return, but does not get it to the 20. Pomenac with a nice little scramble up the middle, does slide down. They have not sacked Pomenac in this one. He drops back to pass again. That's a short completion to Ladson. Makes it a 3rd and 1. Got Paradis in the backfield now, does Pomenac. That's going to be a screen. They got it set up perfectly. Paradis with a nice spin move to get past the first 2 Georgia defenders there. It is now a 1st down for the UMASS offense. That's a pass all the way across the field on the D, on the curl. It's completed to Galvin right in front of Dalen Everett. 3 wide set, tight end in the slot. Pomenac tries to scramble again, takes a big lick there from Raylan Wilson. Does gain 3. Raylan Wilson made a nice play there, else Pomenac would probably still be running. That's a throw over. Keyshawn Brown is able to make the first defender miss, gets a 1st down. We're now less than 5 minutes left in this game. Gets that out to Malzadi, takes a big lick from Harris. 2nd and 8 now for the Minutemen. Georgia's pitching the shutout here in this 2nd half, trying to keep that going. That pass is over, and it is knocked away. It's going to make it a 3rd and 8. It's Malachi Starks and Ellis Robinson there on the breakup. Here's Fominok on the 3rd and 8 scramble, gains about 10. Gets a 1st down against this Georgia defense. This is going to be a handoff to Cookie to Siderio. Cookie gets up and gain a 9 on that run. Good blocking up front. With a little 45 base play there. Mondin jumped the route just a little early. Fominok kind of slides it in there behind him. It is now a 1st and goal for the Minutemen. Just trying to refuse to go away there. And the first sack of the game for Georgia goes to Kristen Miller, the sophomore. Now makes it a 2nd and goal from the 14. Loss of about 5 on that. It's going to be a carry, and Kristen Miller shuts it down again for another loss of yardage. 2 back-to-back excellent plays for Miller, make it a 3rd and goal from the 16-yard line. Fominok sends Malzadi in motion. That is going to be a run. He is wrapped up by Brinson. 4th and goal now from the 12. Georgia trying to keep their second half shutout going there. He's going to throw that over the middle, and it is picked off by Aguero, his 2nd interception of the day. Tried to stay from going out of the end zone, but was unable to do so. He takes it out to the 4. But it is a turnover, and as of right now, Georgia's second half shutout still intact. Georgia up 48-24. This is a run to Etienne. Etienne bounces it. Nice spin move. He gets a block from Lovett. Big run to get them out of trouble there. Etienne now his most rushing yards on the season at $151. And I think we will see at least some of these Georgia players start to get a little bit of a break now. At least Etienne for sure, who's been a little banged up at different spots this year. And we do see Roderick Robinson come out now in this bunch set. And it is a carry to Roderick Robinson, who only gains 8 on that play. Georgia now spreads it out a little bit more here with a 3 wide receiver look. Etienne back out there. Etienne takes the snap, gets tackled down there. Does make it a 3rd and 1 though. Georgia closing in on the 2-minute warning. Roderick Robinson in the backfield. It's a carry to Roderick. Roderick with a nice 1st down gain there. That will take us to the 2-minute warning. Georgia in control completely now, just trying to run out this clock. We now see Branson Robinson in the backfield here. Beck hands it off to Branson. Branson gets up the field. Tries to juke around the safety instead of just lowering his shoulders. It does make it a 2nd and 2. Let's see what Georgia decides to do here. Roderick Robinson in the backfield. He takes the handoff. Roderick Robinson gets up the field there for a 1st down run. I have less than a minute left in this game. Georgia up 48-24. This was a 28-24 game at halftime. Roderick Robinson, big run. Gets it inside the 20. Georgia will have to take one more snap. They are just going to hand it off to Branson. Branson, really solid run moving forward. And that will be the last play of the game. Georgia with a 48-24 win against a UMASS team that gave them all kinds of fits in the first half. Georgia was only up 28-24 heading into the locker room, and that was thanks to a Tro Bowles interception in their own red zone. Player of the game goes to Trevor Etienne, 158 yards on the ground, 2 tutties. He did get a little involved in the passing game, but nothing spectacular in that. But yeah, Georgia survives. When there was certainly points in that first half, it looked like this was going to be a knockdown, drag out fight throughout the entire thing. Let's see. Trying to get a thumbnail. If y'all would just give me a minute, and we'll take a look at the stats afterwards. Yeah, again, I think the offense played really well today. Had a bit of a slow start, but we'll take a look at the stats here. Beck, 33 of 37, 335, 2 touchdowns through the air. Etienne, 20 carries, 158 yards, and 2 scores. Branson Robinson, 4 carries, 17 yards. Did have a killer fumble. Rod Robinson, 4 carries for 40 yards. Beck ends up at 0 yards with a couple of sacks he took. Receiving, Delp 9 for 77. Anthony Evans 7 for 83 in the score. Etienne 6 for 51 out of the backfield. Dominic Lovett another good day, 6 for 80 in the score. Dylan Bell 3 for 38. Urasek 2 for 6. Let's see who just gave up those sacks, just out of curiosity. It was Xavier Truss and Jared Wilson. On the defensive side, you had Mondin with 13 tackles and an interception. Julian Humphrey with 10 tackles. Malachi Starks with 8. Look at some of these names here. Michael Williams with 3 tackles for loss, but no sacks. Tristan Miller, 2 tackles for loss and a sack. Dalen Everett did have a tackle for loss. Our only sack was to Tristan Miller. We had 2 Aguero interceptions, 1 from Bowles and 1 from Mondin. And Aguero's one of his interceptions did go back for a touchdown. We'll take a look at UMass's stats. It's Famanok, 34, 46, 376 yards, 3 tutties, 4 interceptions, all 3 of them coming in the second half. Bad finish after a super start for him. Paradis, 54 yards on 16 carries. Cookie Desiderio, 30 yards on 7 carries. Famanok did have 28 yards rushing, even with the loss of yards on the sack. Keyshawn Brown, 9 catches, 84 yards. Latson, 7 for 83 in the score. Mazzotti, 4 for 30 in the score. Desiderio, 4 for 19 out of the backfield. Paradis, 3 for 30 out of the backfield. Anthony Simpson, 3 catches for 30 yards. Galbin, 3 for 93, including the 62-yard score. Jalen Lay did get 1 catch for a gain of 7. Rudolph, 14 tackles, 1 for loss. Powell, 13 tackles. Ellis here, the corner, 9 tackles, including 1 for loss. Tackle for losses here. We had Tyson Watson with 2, Gerald Johnson with 1. There's Julian with 1, Rudolph with 1, Ruben with 1. Again, there's Ellis again. Sacks, they had Ruben with 1, and Julian and Watson each combined for 1 there. No interceptions. Did have a forced fumble from Tyler Martin that was recovered by Gerald Johnson. But yeah, 48-24 win. Georgia outscored them 20-0 in the second half. Definitely a pretty disappointing game there for sure for Georgia. But win is a win. Let's take a look while I got the points. I think I'm going to purchase into this tactician. That way I can start using that moving forward. We're kind of in a standstill with the recruiting for right now. But yeah, Georgia with the win. We will advance to the next week. Take a look at the top 25 scores, and I will hop out of here. As we do get a commitment from 5-star free safety Nate Taylor. Chuck Cotton, 3-star right tackle. Naylor is actually a bust, but the attributes look good. So definitely looking forward to using him. Georgia now up to number 3. Still leading for both of those guys. Okay. Yeah, we'll take a look at the top 25 scores. Jonel Aguero, SEC Defensive Player of the Week. He might be the National Defensive Player of the Week, and he is. Really good day from the safety there. We'll take a look at the scores, and I will hop out of here. Almost to the end of our first season as NC State takes down Georgia Tech, who we will be playing this next episode, 31-17. Penn State 49-24 over Minnesota. Boston College takes down North Carolina at home 21-19. Miami 38-28 over Wake Forest. UCF gets demolished. I believe that's our second loss in a row now. Gets destroyed by West Virginia 34-10. That's our game. Michigan 49-14 over Northwestern. Maryland 35-17 over Iowa. Illinois takes down Rutgers in what I think is their second loss in a row, or second and third week, 62-56. What a game that was. Ohio State 24-20 at home against Indiana. USC upsets their rivals from across the town, 45-35 over UCLA. Arizona 44-41 over TCU. Kansas State 27-24. They get back in the win column there over Cincinnati. Oklahoma State 40-21 over Texas Tech. Notre Dame 45-13 over Army. Florida State survives the Pandas 38-20. Utah 31-24 over Iowa State. Texas gets upset, their third loss of the season here. They get throttled by Brock Vandegrift in Kentucky 38-17. Alabama dusts Oklahoma 40-13 in Norman. That clinches Georgia's spot in the SEC. Both that and the Texas clinch their spot in the conference championship game for a chance at a first round bye. And Oregon State over Washington State 24-7. So yeah, interesting week there in the scores. Again, Georgia's up to number 3 now. And the next time I see you guys in this dynasty anyway, we'll be taking on a 7-4 Georgia Tech team. If if you guys are enjoying the content, again, like and subscribe. Check out my Tulane Dynasty. Leave me any feedback on ways that I can improve. But if not, I will catch you guys next time.